Greetings, family. I'm not going to be on here long. There was just something that I wanted to share with you all uh, on the eve of this here full moon. Actually, let me turn on my IG really quick. Yeah, so so yeah, a lot has happened.
This one's for the
And I wanted to share just a couple of things with you. I think the last time I was on live, it's maybe Wednesday. And a lot has happened since then, as we should come to expect with the way that this year has been going since it started. And especially since the summer started, but just the year in general. And so I wanted to talk to you very briefly about some things that happened and to also update you on a couple of things too. So, first, the updates. Actually, you know what? First, the conspiracy. Let's do that first. I really want to be disciplined about reading our conspiracy at the beginning of every live. So, Java Watson in the house. What? I knew somebody was going to join me in this witching hour because that's how y'all do. So, I, Cassandra Floyd, as a peculiar expression of the Almighty and Divine She, am joining in breath with my family to conspire on behalf of the whole made well. We are breathing these words together to ensure that our home, her body, is restored to her original perfect glory, a glory that is perfect in peace, love, bliss, happiness, and ecstasy. This world exists because collectively we will it so. We are the representatives of the Mother's reign on earth. This beautiful conspiracy is spoken as one cosmic earthly orchestra to guarantee heaven on earth. With the power of our mothers, we welcome this glorious future into the now. It is as we say, Mommy and I are one. So happy full moon. Oh, thank you, Java Watson. I appreciate. Hey, y'all cut it out. Ugh. Damn. They've been chill until I start talking. As soon as I start talking, they want to cut up. Thank you for the donation, baby. So, first of all, happy full moon. And hopefully you can get from it everything that you need times 10, times 100, times 1,000. Um, hey, hold on. Let me fix them right quick. This shit is dumb. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Now I'm tired of it. No, so much light. So much light. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna overshare. Um, Greetings, Aaron Pfeiffer, uh, Java Watson, girl, you and these damn cats. Shoot. Anyway, like, listen, they've been on one. The moon, this particular moon, got them cutting all the way, turned all the way the fuck up. Okay, all day. So anyway, a few things. Greetings, Arasley. So I think most of you have seen, if you're on my YouTube channel at all, that I'm doing full moon readings. I started tonight. I had two really powerful readings tonight, and then I'll be doing readings offering $10 off the regular price until Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I just want to tell you, you really want to get your readings done. Y'all know how it is. This is the chill before the storm. I mean, as relatively chill as it can be. This time of the year, September, the first week in September, it's like the before we take off, right? It's like from September until the new year, it's one thing after another, one holiday after another, one event after another. This year in particular is most peculiar because of this bullshit fronting as democracy called the election. And so so get your readings done, plot your course, chart your course for the rest of the year. We have another massive solar eclipse happening in less than a month. We have Pluto entering Aquarius once and for. As a matter of fact, we have Pluto doing another transition into Capricorn in late September, and then it'll be in this last wobble in Capricorn before finally making his transition back to Aquarius on November 19th. So get your readings. Get your readings. Go onto my YouTube channel, look at my community post, email me at releaseheartcenter@gmail.com. Get your readings. I will still do readings tonight if need be, but this is a really most powerful and most auspicious full moon to not be taking advantage of. For those of you who don't know and don't pay attention to astrology as much as others, tonight is the full moon in Aquarius, called the Sturgeon moon. It is a rare moon because it is a super blue moon. It's the largest supermoon. It's the largest supermoon of this year, meaning it appears to be its closest to the Earth, and so it makes it look much larger than it actually is. And then it's a blue moon because it's the second full moon in a month, right? So it is plus we're still in the energy of the 888 portal. This is significant because typically it's the 88 portal, right? August 8th. But because this year breaks down numerologically into the number 8, this year the energy of the 88 portal was magnified, intensified by the year, which also breaks down to the number 8. We're still in the crest of this 88 portal. And if anybody was paying attention at all, then you know that the 88 portal was playing no games. I just went off a few days ago about this ayahuasca retreat that I went to on 888, right? We went there a day before, but the retreat started on August 8th. And because of the fact that all of these events that I'm telling you about are still happening within the context of 5 planets in retrograde right now. Mercury went into retrograde motion last Monday. But also Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All the bigs, all the heavy hitters, all the slow movers are all in retrograde motion right now. So if you feel like you can't get your ass up out of bed, if you feel like you got to take 20 naps in a day, if everything and everybody is getting on your absolute goddamn nerves, no, you are not crazy. No, you are not an asshole. This is really heavy, big, deep ass energy that you trying to walk through and present as relatively normal. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying to present as relatively normal as these big, slow moving, heavy hitting planets are all in retrograde motion, probably kicking your ass in your dreams, which is why I'm on here tonight, right? Probably dredging up all kind of shit with ex-partners, in particular, ex-lovers, ex-partners, but also family members that you might be estranged from. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? Then with Mercury going retrograde, and Mercury is this fast moving, like little pew, 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 little fast moving planet, and all these is retrograde motion with all these heavy hitting, big, slow moving planets in retrograde because they want you to stew in this shit for a little while. They want you to stew in the energy for a little while. It's a lot. It's a lot. And if you are not present, if you are not paying attention, your ass can feel like you have lost your damn mind right now. I know a lot of people are saying that they haven't felt like leaving the house, that everybody has had an attitude. Ooh, the traffic is terrible, more terrible than it usually is in LA. Everybody got an attitude. Everybody is honking their horns. So I've been walking a lot. I told y'all I still have this car situation from getting hit a couple of weeks ago. And so I've been walking a lot, taking the bus a lot. And I'm constantly startled because everybody over minuscule shit is laying on the horn, startling the crap out of me, carrying on. So it's just a lie. And if you're not present, you won't get the best of what these movements have to offer. This full moon, I know it sounds like dismal, but it's not dismal. This full moon has the ability to win some things for you. It is an auspicious full moon. It is a full moon that's attempting to garner in us, one, the courage that we need to make some pretty radical movements. That's another thing I want to talk to you about. You feel me? I'm going to try to keep this very short. One, because my cats are total lunatics right now. What in the absolute hell? God. I mean, when I say lunatics right now, they is doing the absolute most. It have been for a couple of hours. Anyway, hey. Now I'm about to separate y'all because y'all doing too much. Anyway, I sound like a mom again. Oh, okay. God. Ooh. Anyway, what happened to chill cats to just be minding their business and doing their own thing and shit? Ooh, I don't have them cats. Anyway, so so it's a lot. I want to start by telling you, the last time I talked to you guys at the very end of the live, somebody asked if there was a way to look at these cute little matches a friend of mine got me for a gift. I'm gonna put it close. It's a little box of matches. It's Maria Sabina. Isn't that cute? They look handmade, like somebody actually, like glued the picture on there or whatever. Anyway, isn't that cute? Mama Maria Sabina. You see she's got the psilocybin growing out of her forehead. If you don't know who Maria Sabina is, Google her. She, right now, at least in the modern age, is the reason that everybody does psilocybin. Okay? Anyway. Hold on a second. So anybody that knows me knows I don't smoke weed. And this is probably the first time I've smoked in well over a year. But I have a lot of weed. And the reason why is because sometimes I counsel undocumented workers, poor people, working class folk who may not be able to pay me, in cash. Become hell or high water, everybody's going to have marijuana. Anybody that partakes has it. So for a long time, I was treating people who would pay me in marijuana because I have house parties. I have birthday parties. And I entertain my guests. I make salves. I make my own salves out of marijuana. And I do a lot with it. So I was like, all right, cool. So I still have a lot. This joint, I'm not joking. This joint I've had, it's been sitting in my ashtray for the last year. Like every once in a blue moon, I may. You know what? I should share some of this with a shoe. Give me just a second. Let me make an offering to a shoe really quick. All right. Okay. But tonight, I was like, you know what? Let me brighten the air in my home with a little marijuana smoke. And I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm a little delirious too. Plus my cycle started about 2 hours ago. So, it's a lot. All right, let's see some of these comments before I get going good. All right. Y'all. I'm an Aquarius moon and rising. Hey, hey. I probably need to get them high. They couldn't all the way up. Let's see. I'm an Aquarius moon and rising, and I did a Hogwarts quiz for fun, and it said I had the patron spirit animal of the sturgeon. So it's interesting. You said it's the sturgeon moon. That's awesome. Listen, all day today, it's been these cute little, some cute, some kind of creepy. What do you call them? What's the word, man? What's wrong? Whatever. Anyway. Greetings, Aaron. Most of my chart is ruled by Mars and it's kicking my ass. Yeah, aggravated, disconnected. Sabina, Sabina, I believe is the correct spelling. I think that's right. Yeah, Sabina. Hold on, I'm about to put my cats out. This shit is retarded. Stop. Yeah, out. Yeah, out. Because y'all be speaking on much. I can't do nothing. I can stay right here, so I'm done doing what I'm doing. Perfect. So anyway, I mean, y'all, they had been running 8. I was like, any minute now, they're going to just pass out. They've been running a marathon in my little apartment for the last 2.5, 3 hours. Like full on. Pew, pew, pew. This moon got them going. They wilding. Like book wilding. Okay. I'm a big fan of your content. All your talk of analyzing dreams makes me want to quit smoking for a week, but I've been doing it for so long now, every day. Well, the witching hour, synchronicities. Thank you so much. I listen, okay. Yeah, the witching hour seems to be the hour. I was like, surely I'll be on. It's midnight. I'll be on here talking to myself. Ciao. Anyway, so just a reminder. First of all, put your shit out. Put your wallet out in the full moon. Put your trinkets out in the full moon. Anything that you need cleansed or consecrated or blessed. You know what I'm saying? Put it out in the full moon. Make sure you bring it back in before the sun comes up. That's the general rule of thumb. Bring it in before the sun comes up. If you got tarot cards, crystals, whatever. If you need something charged, powered up, put it in the moon. You need it cleansed, put it in the moon. Do the thing, right? So that's one thing. My cats are out on the balcony with my trinkets because they doing too much. Anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is I made some posts today. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to have to edit all that out. My bad. They are, when I tell you, listen, I know y'all love them. I'm about to have these jokers adopted. Ooh, they've been on me all day. Plus, I started my cycle today, so I got an attitude anyway. Anyway, there's something else I was going to say, but I'm not going to do this all night. Get your readings. The readings. Plus, tomorrow when I wake, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to microdose throughout the day tomorrow. So you guys are going to get the benefit of me being in ceremony when I do readings tomorrow. So get your readings, book your readings, send me an email at releaseheartcenter@gmail.com. If you're interested in booking a reading tomorrow, I'll be reading all day. I got my first reading scheduled at 10 o'clock in the morning. For those of you on the Pacific Coast, the peak time of the full moon tomorrow is 11:25 a.m. If you're near a body of water, take your ass down to the water, an ocean preferably. Take your ass to the ocean and make an offering to the water. Do that. And so that's it. So, okay, let me tell you. So that's the general synopsis. Very, very, very brief overview of what you need to do for the full moon. Okay, get a reading, make an offering to the water, light a fire. Like I was smoking mapacho before we came up on here, right? So that can be a fire offering, is just smoking a joint or smoking mapacho, or you know, you could smoke lotus flower. So fire ritual, fire, lighting a small fire, lighting a candle, taking in smoke, whatever. Okay, so let's talk about the reason I called this what I did. As a matter of fact, let me put that back on. So let me tell you what happened. Last time I was on here, we were talking about the need to do something monumental on November 19th, and that I was going to have a Zoom meeting on Saturday to have a discussion about what we could possibly pull together for November 19th, right? So we had that meeting on Saturday, which was very good. I was invigorated when I got off that meeting. It was a good meeting. And it's interesting. It was all but two people, myself and someone else, were all from African countries. One sister was from Ethiopia. One sister was from Somalia. And the other sister was, where did she say she was from originally? I forget. But that was interesting. But anyway, not the point. Anyway, so we were talking about what we could possibly do, about the significance again of November 19th and why it's not negotiable. The event has to be on November 19th. November 19th is a Tuesday. So already put that in your calendar. November 19th is a Tuesday. Put it in your calendar. So the people volunteering, people putting themselves forward to do certain work, that process is going to start happening really quick. I already put the bug in a few people's ears, a few organizations' ears this morning about this event that we should do as a coalition event. Still under the leadership of the Temple of Evolutionary Emergence, but and so we have some ideas. I don't want to share those ideas over this police apparatus right here, but if you're interested in participating in the event that we have agreed we're going to do on November 19th to welcome Oya and Shango in the 20-year dance that they about to do come November 19th, come November 19th. If you are interested in participating in any way, attending, volunteering, doing, social media, post, whatever, email me at releaseheartcenter@gmail.com, and I will share with you the general overview of what we are going to do, what the event is going to be, where we want to hold it, where we want to petition to hold it, so on and so forth. Okay, do that. It's exciting. All right. So after getting off that meeting, the night before that meeting, that was so that meeting was Saturday. I talked to you guys about having the meeting. The meeting was Saturday. That night, the night before, when I talked to you guys about doing the meeting on Saturday or whatever, that Friday I had a dream. I had a dream, child, that has been with me for days. Right. I'm going to give you the super short Cliff's Notes version of the dream. In the dream, I am in Africa. I'm in Nigeria. Okay. I am dressed in all white, and I am in a room with a bunch of elders. Everybody in the room is an elder, and these are elders whose faces I know. I ain't even gonna call no names, but very specific people were in my dream, right? Mentors of mine and elders. There was mostly men in the room, oddly enough, but the person facilitating this process was an elder woman whose face I didn't know. Now, let me tell you, in the dream, the dream just came on just like that. Bam. I can feel I'm in Africa. I can feel I'm in Nigeria. I'm in this room surrounded by mentors and elders. And some of the elders are playing the drums while this woman is cutting holes in my head. She's making incisions in my head, and she is initiating me. I realize that I'm in a room being initiated. And I am being initiated to Oya, into the cult of the Iyami. And it was so, y'all, it was so vivid. It was so immaculately clear. I mean, I could smell the place. I saw the animals as they were being sacrificed. Every detail. I could feel the discomfort in my body because, you know, I told you I don't practice animal ritual sacrifice anymore, right? And so I could feel the uneasiness in my dream, in my sleep. I could feel the uneasiness when they killed the goat, right? I could feel like this duality, like I know it needed to happen. I know it needed to happen, but feeling almost like guilt because this process, this ritual, you know, required the spilling of blood, right? And then I it's so crazy that when you sit and think, certain things come to you. So all of the elders that were in the room, I'm thinking about now, whose faces I remembered and was like, oh, what you doing here? Oh, what you doing here? All of the males in the room were Babalao, but it was a woman that it was a woman that was facilitating my initiation. You hear me? Everybody in the room was Babalao. That's not how they mentored me. I'm just sitting here thinking about it now, and I'm like, oh my God. And all these men in my sitting there watching me get initiated to the cult of the Iyami and to Oya. And they're all Babalao. So anyway, I remember also feeling uneasy, almost like intimidated by the presence in the room, by the male presence in the room, as this woman is doing this, performing this ritual. And then she said, okay, stand up. We have to go outside. The property that we were on was beachfront property. And they walked me to the water, all of them. I was surrounded on all sides, one side by her and the others by these men, these Babalao. And they walked me into the water and dunked me into the water. They're like holding all I can feel are hands on my shoulders all the way around, holding me down under the water. And I'm panicking a little bit, but not because they're holding me under the water, because every time I'm pushed down and held down under the water, I just see thousands of faces in the water, spirits in the water, just thousands of them like rushing me. And when I come up out of the water, though, I'm in a different time. They push me down again. And when I come up out of the water, when I come up out of the water, I'm in a different time. They push me down again. Every time they push me into the water, I've time traveled. I've gone to a different period. I've gone to a different time. And I glimpse a lot, but still it's only for the moment that I come up to take my breath. And every time they push me down, when I come back up out of the water, holy, whoa. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Oh my. Oh. 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 Yo. Oh my God. Y'all. I've been thinking about this dream for days. For days. This happened on Friday night. And even now it's still just occurring me because I haven't said it out loud to anybody. I talked to one of the men in the dream. I talked to him yesterday about the dream. I didn't tell him it was him in the dream. I was like, yo, I had this crazy ass dream. Let me tell you about it. He's like, wow, that's amazing, right? Let me tell you what happened. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. This moment that I just had. I've been thinking about this dream since Thursday, something like that. Thursday. This dream that I had keep going down, coming up, going down, coming up. And then the last time I come up, they take me, they wrap me in a towel, they walk me back into the room where we were, and they finish the process, right? Like I said, it's the Cliff Notes version of the dream, but essentially that's what it was. And I woke up just feeling heavy as fuck, right? But not think, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what happened. I forgot the dream. I woke up that morning. I was so disturbed. Oh my God, I forgot about this. I was so disturbed because I couldn't remember the dream. I knew the dream was intense. My throat hurt, so I knew I'd been talking in my sleep. I was tired as fuck when I got up the next day. I knew I'd been fighting, tussling in my sleep, but could not recall the dream at all. And I talked to y'all about my dreams. I recall every single freaking detail, right? Couldn't make it come back. And I was really frustrated. 2 days later, on Saturday morning, when we have the meeting, and we're talking about the content of the event, like what the event's going to look like. Somebody asks, what's the dress code? Because I was thinking about, since you're talking about Oya all the time, maybe we should have people dress in the colors of Oya for the dress code. And as soon as this girl said Oya, and what are the colors of Oya, that dream from 2 days prior that I could not recall a single thing from the dream flooded back in real time. In the video of the Zoom call, I'm like, oh my fucking God, I can't believe I remember it. I had to sit there. I said, hold on just a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. I can't believe I remember this dream. Oh my God. And every single detail came right back to front and center. And it subdued me so much. I was like, y'all, I have to tell y'all what happened. I have to tell y'all about this dream. I did tell them about the dream. I said, I have to tell y'all minimally about this dream. And I told them pretty much the same thing I told you guys, Cliff Notes version of the dream. And one of the sisters who lives in England, she was like, oh my God, Cassandra. She said, you were initiated last night. She said, that sounded like you were actually initiated last night. I was like, I know, right? That's crazy, right? And so I'm like, well, maybe it means, that what I need to get initiated is gonna come to me or whatever, right? And that was it. That was the call. After we finished the call, all the little details, whatever, I got off the call. The next day, what's today? Sunday? No, yesterday. Yesterday, I emailed the Babalao who was in my dream. I didn't tell him he was in my dream, but he was in my dream as one of the mentors / Babalaos that was in the shit. To mind you, this girl that's on the phone on the Zoom call, she's not a priest or anything like that. As a matter of fact, she told me she was raised Orthodox Ethiopian Orthodox Church or some shit, right? But she said, girl, it sounded like you was initiated, like really initiated last night. I was like, I know, right? That was a wild dream, especially the time travel. And I'm going to talk to y'all about that in a second. So yesterday morning, I sent the brother the email, and he was like, I didn't ask him anything. I just told him what the dream was. I really wanted to ask him. I really wanted to be like, what you think? What you think about that? Right? But I was like, nah, I just tell him what it is. If he has something to volunteer, cool. If not, no harm, no foul. I done put it out there, and at least it's in words, right? He emails me back. He said, Iapo. Well, he met me as Iapo. He said, Cassandra, girl, you were initiated last night. He went on to say that sometimes it happens just like that. That, especially with Oya, that whatever you need, if it's an urgent need, she will come and initiate you herself. That's what he said in this email that I got from him. He said, you were initiated last night. Word for word what the sister said the day before on the phone call. you were initiated last night. He said, that's what that means. He said, she came to you last night. Right. And let's see. Let me just hold on. Wait, so when she made the incisions, was that for the water to enter, or did she close them? When you get initiated in the E5 tradition, they make small incisions in certain areas of the head to they have a way. They have part of the Eba is to take certain herbs that come through in the reading, burn the herbs to ash, and rub the ash into the incision. It's called placing the ashe in the head. It's how you get crowned. And so that was the holes, was the incisions that she was making, was to place the ashe. I mean, I've participated in other people's initiation. I've helped, I've assisted in other people's initiations, participated. So, you know, I know how it goes, but let's see, hold on. I forget my dreams all the time until the mother makes it relevant and they come back in a flash. That's exactly how it happened. But that's never happened to me. I recall every single dream vividly. Color, smell, taste, sight, sound, like it's deep. Let's see. So this was the first time that I can recall that something happened like that. Oh my God. I'm going to try to slow down this week. Last time I quit, I remember my dreams became so vivid. So I want to say just a sidebar really quick, because this is the second time somebody's mentioned smoking. Yeah, trying to smoke or smoking or whatever. Listen, you know, be gentle with yourself. Even as a practitioner, I never tell people to quit smoking cold turkey. Smoking is your lungs' attempt to resolve unresolved grief. Most people don't know that we usually start smoking because of a grief triggering event. Even if we don't recall the grief triggering event, typically the lungs is seeking relief. And because the eyes understand that the only time in this society we take deep inhales, prolonged inhales, is when we smoke cigarettes, the lungs crave to smoke to attempt to open up the bronchioles that have been constricted by grief. I know that's deep, but so we never tell people to quit smoking cold turkey if they're attempting to quit, because smoking is your way. Is your subconscious self-defensive mechanistic way to try to move this stuck grief chi from the lung so it doesn't do long-term damage, right? So even if you just promise yourself, well, who was it? Vicky, I think. Nikki. Yeah. Even if you just promise, don't beat yourself up. Anything that elicits any kind of emotion, like frustration or guilt or shame or anything like that, toss that shit in the garbage. If you can just make a commitment to yourself that this week, instead of smoking 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, I'm going to smoke 1 cigarette a day. If I fuck up, I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to say today is a new day, and today I'm going to smoke 1 cigarette today. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. Now let's see. Cosmic Daughter says she's been having dreams about leaving home for months. I'm going to try to. The dreams become overwhelming, like it's a game of catch up. So again, before I got off the last call, I told you guys about a dream recollection ritual, or a dream channeling ritual, how you can get certain answers for your life through deliberate dreaming. So go back to that last video that I did, which had the dream. It was at the end, the dream ritual in it, because so much is there, man. And then with that Babalao confirming what the sister said, just kind of in passing, like, damn, it sounds like you really got initiated. And he was like, no, you actually got initiated. Like, she will come to you. She will come to you. If you need it, she will come to you just like that. It was so vivid. But the reason I had that moment while telling you guys the story was because at first, because I had not done any kind of deep dive into the dream, I still haven't even journaled it. But when I was kind of confused, not like in a concerning way, but just confused about the time travel thing. Like, I was like, yeah, my God, every time they put me in the water, I time travel. Oh, man. Every time. Yo, maybe. Anyway, every time they put me in the water, I time traveled. And I was like stuck on that. But I wasn't going into it. I wasn't going deep into it until I started talking to y'all about this dream, man. And how every time I came up, I was analyzing stuff. Everybody looked familiar, but it wasn't quick enough for me to like take it in. And I was going back down again, and I would come back up in a different time. And what came to me was when I had this moment, when I was telling y'all this, with each time that they dunked me down into the water, every time I came up, I was recalling each one of my births. That's why it seemed like time travel. That's why it seemed like time. Is because that's what it felt like in this moment. It was like every time I came up, I was being reborn. I was witnessing a glimpse of each one of my lives every time I came up, each time I reincarnated. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. And between the moment that I had just now and this confirmation that I got from the Babalawo, because it had been a source of frustration for me. I do not consider myself a devotee of Ifa anymore. I am an adherent to the Orisha. I still do work with the Orisha. Obviously, I still rock with the Orisha. I still keep my shrine around my neck. And when I say my shrine, I'm talking about my Aleke. I should put them out tonight too. My Aleke. But to be tied to a house, I still, honor my house. I love my house. I love my Ile. I love my godmother. But it's not a tradition that I am dogmatically hogtied to. That's what I mean when I say I cannot call myself a devotee. But baby, let me tell you. Yeah, that's what was happening between this confirmation from the Babalawo, between this experience that I just had with you, feeling like what I was experiencing as time travel was a look back, but in the present and in the future at the same time. And that's going to get me to another thing that I have to talk to y'all about. But I also want to say that pay attention to your dreams this week. Pay attention to your dreams all the time, not just this week, because literally, we are stepping into one big major event after another, astrological major event after another, until straight hit for forever. God, damn near every day is a major astrological event until like 2028. It's just so much, so big, because these planets haven't been on this side of the solar system for a very long time. And so when they all circle back around the same time, the shit can be overwhelming, because it takes 200 plus years, 125 to 252 years for these slow movers to circle back around the same time, right? But like tomorrow is not only the full moon, it's another. We just spent a whole 2 shows talking about the significance of a Cassimi. Tomorrow also is a Mercury Cassimi. So there's a Mercury retrograde and a Mercury Cassimi, and 4 big planets in retrograde: Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, right? Why are we still in the crest of the 8-8 portal? Hold on, there was something else. And we're in the we're going to be tomorrow in the height of a huge T square. It's a lot. As a matter of fact, everybody's saying keep your eyes on the news tomorrow because something big's going to happen. This particular full moon, with all the other planetary astrological, occurrences, is representative of some big catastrophic news with some world leader. So most astrologers I've been listening to are suspicious that there is going to be about Venezuela and these recent elections that they had, and everybody's about to tear the country up because it's like these elections is fixed. We ain't vote for this nigga. We ain't put this dude in office. How the hell he in? Like these young people about to tear the whole country up. So everybody is suspicious or leaning towards this tomorrow announcement, catastrophic event with some world leader is going to be coming out of Venezuela. We shall see. But tomorrow is a big day. But we can power up, right? Not only can we power up on our own behalf, but also on behalf of the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got big world leaders we need some fantastically catastrophic shit to happen to. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got some big leaders we need some catastrophic shit to happen to. So we can be calling on that. We can be praying for that. Those who are the enemies of justice, those who are the enemies of the mother, those who would see the earth raped and pillaged and people, enslaved, may their judgment come brutally, swiftly, and permanently. You feel me? We can pray for that. We can pray for that. You understand what I'm saying? Contrary to our conditioning, I don't pray for my enemies. That is a philosophy of your enemy, to pray for your enemy. It's really laughable when you think about it, but we really spent most of our lives believing that shit, that somehow it made us benevolent and the bigger person. No, we used the power of our shade to power up the opposition. That's what we did. To pray for the safety of the opposition. You understand? That's what we did. We used the magic in our throat chakra to bless our opposition, to bless our oppressor. So no, I don't pray for my oppressor. I don't turn the other cheek. None of that bullshit and ass bullshit. Feel me? We can pray for the downfall of the tyrants that rule us. We can do that. And if we can't do nothing else right now, we can do that. We can spit venom on their name is what we can do. You feel me? We can, instead of just writing ambiguous, that's a word. Instead of writing just little ambiguous, what they call them, abundance checks, can we get our abundance at the expense of the opulently wealthy? I want my abundance to come at the expense of those who have stolen people's labor, stolen people's life force, stolen people's blood, stolen people's resources, stolen people's minerals. Those are the kind of prayers we need to pray, y'all. Well, I mean, I don't pray, right? I conspire. So those are the conspiracies we need to be putting out into the universe. We need to be writing down instead of writing a cute little abundance check. For those of you who don't know abundance checks, Google it. It's it's a full moon ritual. So yes, we're live. Solitaire wisdom. Listen, baby. Listen, I told y'all I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give it to you blood raw. Even if it hurt your feelings, I'm gonna give it to you blood raw. You feel me? And the blood raw on this here evening as Shango, Aquarius, because Shango is Aquarius, this Aquarius full moon, and Shango being the revolutionary warrior that he is, you feel me? I'm not gonna have you out here talking about you just want some ambiguous abundance. Where you think your abundance about to come from? It's going to have to come from those who make it so that you ain't abundant in the first place. That's where it's going to have to come from. Y'all don't want to have them conversations. Y'all do not want to talk about what reparations really means. because it's easy to say the government owes us money. The government, it's really easy for people of privilege. For people of privilege, you feel me? To be like, yeah, that's really terrible what the government did to those people, and conveniently forget the role that you play. Oh, complicity is a hell of drug. Complicity is a hell of drug, child. Complicity is a hell of drug. It'll always have you absolving yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I done told you. You feel me? So when you out here writing your little abundance check, say universe, I'm writing this abundance check and I'm cashing it out here under the light of this full moon. I need all of the collective wealth stolen from the multitudes in a web of ways by Elon Musk, by what's his name, by the Jobs dude, by what's the Facebook boy name? What's his name? That dude. Hold on, who else? The Buffett dude, him too. Y'all just think he a sweet little benevolent old guy. No, him too. Who else? What's the boy name? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg. Name names. Name names. Make the universe work easy. The universe, no. Yes, Bill Gates, that especially him, especially Bill Gates. Yeah, he don't just need to unhand some wealth. We need some evolutionary justice bestowed on old boy. You feel me? That's what we need. I need all of the wrath of the whole universe to pour down on his life like the holy goddamn plague. That's what I need. The Amazon guy, yeah, Bezos, yeah. You understand? Mm-hmm. These are the conspiracies we gonna have to cast, baby. These are the conspiracies we gonna have. We out here doing a little individual abundance check, like abundance just comes out the clouds. Abundance is material. Abundance exists in the real world, in the material world. You dig? And it's going to have to come from the material world. Don't be praying for abundance all ambiguously. You know exactly where your abundance is. You can see it every day in plain sight. All your collective wealth, all the wealth of your ancestors, all the wealth of your mama and them, and your big mama and them, and your big papa and them, and all of them. You can see that your poverty is squarely equal to their fucking opulence. You understand? We can see our wealth. We can see how Africa looks the way that it looks squarely because of its relationship to the parasites that vampirically still leech off of it. China, Japan, India, Europe, America. That's why our people now look the way that they look. Not because they, quote, mismanaged some motherfucking funds. No, because you got these big ass Arab countries in particular, not exclusively, but in particular, Arab countries, Asian countries, and European countries sucking the absolute literal life and blood from the human beings on the continent, and y'all still just mealy mouse around the subject. Just, oh, free Palestine. Oh yeah, DRC and Sudan too. Free Palestine. Oh yeah, and them niggas too. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So, use what we can for right now. Right now, we got our words, and that's a lot. That's a lot more than we think. We have the power of our throat chakra. We have the power of the ashe, that's the fire energy. That's what, when you see the fire breathing dragon, what you think that is? You think that's literally an actual dinosaur that breathes fire? It's the female human. That's what it is. That's why every movie you ever see, the dragon, the last of the dragons, Dragon Heart, all the dragon movies, go back and look at them. See how many of them dragons is male. They always got a female voice. Always, always, always. There's a reason. Because the fire that comes from the dragon always being the primordial black she, the universe, the creator, the creatrix. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's always the dragon. the fire that springs forth from her, where do you see it? Every time you see a dragon getting ready to breathe, what happens? They chest bone lights up. Big old chest bone lights up, and then all of a sudden, that's a representation of that cosmic fire that comes, that springs forth from the heart, right? And y'all heart fire has been muted and suppressed and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you spill that fire on the innocent because you are fearful of spilling that fire where it needs to go. You understand? Because people are constantly telling you bullshit like turn the other cheek and pray for your enemies and peace at all costs and all this toxic waste that people pour on you to suppress your fire, to suppress your rage, to suppress the purging energy that would purify everything. The fire purifies everything. And if the fire is you, bitch, if the fire springs forth from your heart, bitch, it's your harsh, fiery, razor sharp words that's going to fucking cut away all the mess and purify everything. You'll know who's who by how hot your flames was, and were they able to walk through your flames? Was they able to persevere through? Because if they was, that's the crew. If they was able to persevere through your flames, bitch, they the crew. You know they riders. They about this life. If they fell to ashes, if they crumbled to pieces from the intensity of your throat chakra, they ain't for you. They ain't got no business in your life. They ain't got no business in your life. You understand? This is the period that we in. We still here in the mighty Leo the lion, right? The mighty heart, the representative of the heart itself, Leo the lion, the hottest sign in the freaking zodiac. Do you see how I'm spitting game right now? Yeah, it's not a coincidence that we talk about Leo the lion and the dragon whose fire springs forth from her heart. You feel me? Now this trick that I got right here, been doing all that cutting up. Now she want to come over here and speak. Everybody say hey to her little rotten self. Yeah, I'm talking about you because you've been doing the most today. You've been trying me, tap dancing on my jewelry. She stay ruining jewelry. I'm gonna have to put her in a kitty cage when it's time for me to make jewelry. She know I'm talking about it. Yeah, what, girl? Okay. But what you come over here for then? Ew, go about your life. Anyway, she's so attitudinal. She the one I want to be the squishiest. No, she ain't the squishy one. She the attitudinal one, and the boy is the love nugget, the lap kitty. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was on a roll too. What was I saying? Yes, baby. We gonna have to pour hot lava. Everything. Y'all are a trip over my cats, yo. That is what is up with girl cats not wanting to be held. She's like, ugh, I just wanted you to rub my head a little bit. Nobody asked you to pick me up. Ugh. That's how she be doing. She got a whole attitude, a little funky self. And don't let me have my phone in my hand doing something. She will come right up and just knock it out of my hand. I'm like, ugh, what you want? Ooh. She is the most. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, our fire is going to save the day, baby. Our conspiracies are going to save the day. I'm just trying to let you know. So tonight, go out in that moon, lay out in that moon, do what you got to do, create your own conspiracy, but let that conspiracy, yes, your conspiracy for abundance, yes, your conspiracy for happiness, yes, your conspiracy for all of those things. Girl, don't keep coming over here messing with me if you ain't trying to hold up. You understand? Because now you just disrupting this process. You're being disrespectful. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Let me tell you, those conspiracies, y'all do not want to hear this. Have to come at somebody's expense. You understand what I'm saying? Because the world wasn't flipped upside down without doing dirt at somebody's expense. We ain't doing dirt. Justice has to be the reciprocal and opposing energy of what the fuck has happened to us. So yes, you are well within your right to use your heart fire to cast conspiracies on those who hurt you, on those who hurt the planet, on those who hurt humans, on those who transgress against your people now, on those who kill the innocent. You have a right to use your fire to create conspiracies. Put their names in your throat and set that shit ablaze. Call their names with fire behind it. Yeah. Yes. 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 Now, y'all ain't never heard me talk about like, curse casting or anything like that, because I don't see it as curse casting. To me, what curse casting is, when you cast spells on people, when you cast curses on people, what that is about is some vindictive, conditioned mind shit. You understand? That's the girl who got a crush on a man, and she know that man is married, so she want to speak spells on the man's wife so she can have the man. That's curse casting. That's some wicked, diabolical, nasty, gross ass shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the female who's so desperate for love she put a coochie hair in her nigga spaghetti sauce or some shit. That ain't no shit I'm on. Period. Point blank. That ain't no shit I'm on. You know what I'm saying? That horizontal violence, hurt people, harm people, oppress people, doing dirt against oppressed people because you too much of a coward to make a contest with the state. I ain't into that shit. You just as guilty as the state, if you have me tell it. Yeah, you can use the excuse that colonization and colonialism and white nationalism and all of these white supremacy, that's the reason that you be doing fucked up shit. That ain't the reason you be doing fucked up shit. It might be a contributing factor to you loosening your morals. It might be. You know what I'm saying? You might do, and I even say the word morals lightly. Because even me, I don't think it's a crime. I don't think it's amoral. I don't think it's a crime if a person is starving and their life is on the line, if they knock over a corner store, as long as they ain't hurt nobody. If they go in, they do a little shoplifting or whatever, you got to do what you got to do to live. You feel me? I'm not going to condemn no person like that. So that's what I'm talking about when I say like a loosening of morals. But even then, I don't subscribe to like bourgeois morality. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? But why I gotta be coochie hair? Because that's what these negresses be doing. You understand? Shoot. That's what these negresses be doing. That ain't pull that shit out of nowhere. That shit is real. You feel me? Right. Protecting them from from their own karma is only keeping us at the bottom of their pyramid. Exactly that. Exactly that. And you know what? I'm gonna have to find it, but there's a scripture that talks about that. The scripture says something to the effect of it's like something to the effect of when I have passed judgment on your enemies. This is in the Bible. This is a horrible paraphrasing, but when I have passed judgment on your enemies, when I have passed judgment on the wicked, don't be going to warn them so that they can evade justice. That's what the scriptures say. Don't go and warn them so that they can evade justice. Matter of fact, not only do not warn them, it is their punishment. It is your blade that I will demand being used to execute their judgment, or something to that effect. Woe is the man who spares his sword the blood. In the same little thing where it talks about don't be going to warn the wicked of their judgment so that they can evade judgment. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make you use your blade to execute the judgment. That's in your scripture. That's in your KJV. For those of you who don't know what KJV is, the King James Version, which Southern Baptists love so much. You feel me? That's in your King James Version. It said, "Don't go warn the enemy. Their judgment is imminent." Their judgment is imminent. It's coming. But guess what? You may have to get dirty in the execution of their judgment. That's what the Bible say. You may have to get, as a matter of fact, since you want to go try to warn them so they can evade justice, It's your blade that I require to execute the justice, the judgment. That's in your scripture. So if you want me to be biblical about it, I can be. Still saying the same thing. I don't harm humans. Right? I don't pray. I don't look for or take pleasure in the harm of humans. But what I would enjoy so much, I might even probably maybe say what I would enjoy as much as I enjoy my orgasms is to see harsh, extremely harsh, just judgment against those who harm humans, who harm the planet, who harm the earth, who harm humanity. I would revel in it. I would revel in it. Damn it, man. I will revel in it. I will revel. I will rejoice in that day. I will rejoice in that day. Yes, I will. I will be so happy when that day comes. I sure will. I sure will be the cheerleader on the sideline. Sure will. Sure will. Okay. Or one of the trench diggers. I can do that. I can work a shovel. I'll be a trench digger. But to be out here doing these little bullshitting ass, praying for abundance with your little abundance check on your little shrine, and you don't act like you don't know where your abundance is, it ain't rocket science that your abundance has been you've been robbed, bitch. What you praying for is to get your shit back. That's what your abundance check need to say. Universe, spirit, and all the planets, make these motherfuckers unhand my shit. Make these motherfuckers return my loot. That's got to be the conspiracy, because your abundance didn't disappear. It wasn't that you ain't earned your abundance, because they ain't earned the opulence. They ain't earned that. You feel me? They stole that. They stole that. Their pappy and them stole that. Their grandpappy and them stole that. Their great grandpappy and them stole that. All the way back. All the way back to that for a long time. For a long time. Few hundred years. You feel me? 500-600 years. You feel me? Feel me? So that's what your conspiracy need to be. Thank you, Spirit, for the return of my resources. Thank you, Spirit, for the return of me and my ancestors' wealth. Thank you so much for forcing these megalomaniacal weirdos on the planet who are hostile to life and hostile to joy and hostile to happiness and hostile to all the good things. I'm so grateful that their judgment came quick but profoundly. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the redistribution of our wealth and lands and minerals and resources. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for swiftly executing stern and profound judgment on those who continue to rape the land. Thank you so much. Those who dare to commit blasphemy against the water. Thank you so much for their judgment. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Love you for it. Love you for it. If y'all need to pray like you do in church, thank you. Praise you. Praise her wonderful name. Yes. Praise the one. Praise the she. Yes. Because she about to do that. It's already done. What y'all say in church? It's already done. It's already done. That's the conspiracy. I mean, writing no ambiguous ass abundance checks. You better look, Spirit. If you native, you know what I'm saying? If you Northern Hemispheric Native American, you can call names. You can call corporations names. Thank you so much, Spirit, for toppling down to grinding down to grains of sand, the diabolical, most evil institution in America called Monsanto. Thank you for the swift end and eradication of this institution from the human histories. Thank you so much for destroying Monsanto, Spirit. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Goddess. Thank you, Iami. Thank you, Hecate. Thank you, all the ones. Kali, come on in the room. Just trash this shit already. Segment, blow the flames of justice over this whole thing. We have to scorch this whole thing and regrow everything. Cool, let's go. Come on in, segment. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Pele, bring the lava, man. Bring the heat. Come on in the room. You feel me? Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. These motherfuckers shouldn't get no peace. You know what I'm saying? You know the names of every cop that could kill everybody that we know. You know what I'm saying? Have been murdered by the cops, right? We always say Sandra Bland's name, and we should, because she's an ancestor now. But we should be using the rage in our throats to call the name of the motherfucker who killed her. We should be saying the name all the time with flames attached to it, with conspiracies attached to it, baby, I don't know about y'all, but everybody that has taken the life of some man, woman, or child, some black woman, some black man, some child, some Mexican, some native, some oppressed person, everybody that is in positions of power that have taken the lives of people who ain't even got nothing, people who are struggling to exist, and you just gonna impose your will and take their life. I wish suffering on their life. I don't fuck what you heard. I don't wish no blessings. I don't wish no forgiveness. I don't wish none of that shit on them. They should not be able to sleep peacefully at night. They should be chased. They should be tormented by the ghosts of those that they've transgressed against. I don't wish no peace on them, but we don't say their name. We get so caught up in saying through our grief, through our rage, the names of the victims, and we don't put none of that fire, none of them flames on the motherfuckers who killed them. We need to be knowing these pigs' names. We need to be knowing these people's names. And not just cops. There are just as many motherfuckers in our neighborhood who look just like me, who transgress against the victims, who transgress against children, who transgress against women. I don't wish nothing on them but suffering. The culmination, the heaviness of all those impacted by the loss of that person, your suffering quadrupled their collective suffering in your life. And may your life be short. May your life be short. I'm going to just tell you what it is. Feel me? Yeah. So now y'all know. Now y'all clear. I told y'all I ain't on no kumbaya shit. Yes, I want peace. Global, absolute, egalitarian peace. But I'm also aware that just like I told y'all the other day, genocide is never ended peacefully. While y'all talking about praying for peace in the Middle East, how you think that's about to happen? Where power is not still one-sidedly leveraged on top of a giant tyrant. How y'all think that's about to happen? Oh, when they just gonna grow a conscience one day, and that's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a conversation. What? Tell me a genocide in history that you know of that's ended peacefully without bloodshed, no war. Just the genocide just stopped. The genocide just ended. As long as you let people murder without accountability, without judgment, as long as you are okay without like real contention, they'll treat this like business as usual until their objective is met. And they've been clear about what their objective is. We want beachfront property. And y'all holding up progress. We need access to that oil that y'all sitting the fuck up on top of. And we need the Suez Canal. We need an alternative to the Suez Canal. So can't a bunch of brown people be telling us how we can and can't move through this bitch. You understand? Y'all know names. And so, yes, I told you these things may look big, but you got power. You got power. And the power that you can access right out without too much effort is the power of this big ass moon matched with the fire in your throat. You feel me? Call names. Like, yes, thank you so much for the abundance, because I know it's mine. It's already mine. I just need this motherfucker to unhand my shit. I need these motherfuckers to unhand our wealth. our abundance, what we worked for, what our parents worked for and never got. Yeah, they got a little stipend to keep them just alive enough to keep them good workers for 40, 50 years. But baby, they never got paid the value of their labor. Not never. So that's stolen. That's stolen money. Their life expectancy being shorter than everybody else's, that's stolen life. That's essence. That's stolen life. The health of our people being a direct consequence of our relationship to the state, that's stolen health. That's stolen vibrance. There's a dollar sign. There's a dollar amount attached to all of that. We want all our shit back. We want our life back. We want our essence back. Right? We want our poetry back. We want our music back. We want it all. We want all our shit back. But we have to conspire for that. We have to speak our ashe into that. We have to call the names of those who have contributed to the theft of our wealth. I hope y'all can rock with me, because listen, y'all, I ain't just talking no shit. I got a little yellow notebook right here in my house with about 250 names that I collected over a period of time at the time, this was a long time ago, because there's been so many more now, but I had been collecting the names of the COPS that had unalived people. I had about 250 names written in a little yellow book. I was like, I don't know why I'm collecting these names, but something need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Some campaign, some, you know what I'm saying? A wall of shame, a wall of criminals, where we put all the names of all these cops that had killed somebody and put their names on a brick wall somewhere. You remember how they used to have shit like that, and people would walk by and throw tomatoes and all that? I don't know. I'm just talking crazy right now. Let's see. This is why I don't even talk about reparations, because they took what they took can never be repaid monetarily, not in this lifetime. Still demand reparations. They ain't turning over shit. Still make the demand. People who, I've done reparations work, so I know. The people who do reparations work is not because they have a genuine expectation that these people are going to unhand what they've stolen, to pay back and just do what they've stolen. That's not the point. The point is to always keep that shit in the forefront. Y'all stay stealing from us. This ain't just about slavery. Y'all have continued to steal from us since the proposed bullshitting ass Emancipation Proclamation. It ain't just the end of slavery that we talking about reparations. Y'all have continued to extract extraordinary amounts of wealth from Black people since the advent. The rate of exploitation since the end of slavery has been greater in terms of the theft of wealth from Black people in this country. That's not my opinion. That has been statistically analyzed. What was it? 1991? A group of statisticians came together. This was in 91, so this ain't even adjusting for inflation and shit. You understand? That in 1971, it was estimated that Black people in America, just for slavery alone, not even for the 150 years of oppression and the multiplicity of ways that wealth has been stolen from Black people, has been perpetrated on us since the end of slavery. They said, okay, just for slavery, adjusting for inflation, and the fact that wealth never disappears, it always remains and only grows, right? Just for stolen labor alone, in 1991, was it 91? It was long. Maybe it was 91. No, it was earlier than that. Was it 80? I don't remember what year when I was in the movement, they did the first annual convention of reparations to Africans in America, and they hire professional statisticians, and that's where the number that you keep hearing sometimes. But based on those statistics in whenever it was, I think it was in the mid 80s, Black people then, just for stolen labor, not even including convict leasing and all of that stuff, just slavery, that Black people were owed $17 trillion. So no, we know ain't nobody turning over no $17 trillion. We still make the demand. Y'all always need to be put up on blast, up on notice. Case number 428 million reasons that Black people are owed reparations. Now, y'all know, I don't think Black people are the only people owed reparations. You ain't going to have me out here an opportunist. Black people are owed reparations. Without a doubt, on the terms that they said. But goddamn it, Native Americans owed reparations. Sure enough. Sure enough. Asians living in America owed some reparations. So they didn't got a lot of their reparations, truth be told. But Mexicans from motherfucking show, Mexicans is owed a lot more than reparations, if you have me tell it. Mexicans is owed reparations. You feel me? Belgium owes Congo the whole empire. Absolutely, yes. Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? And so that I'm not saying anything different when I say conspire for abundance. When you pray for abundance for a change, and it's not some individual, I think I'm gonna find a treasure trunk of fucking gold coins abundance. No, I know exactly where my abundance is. Thank you very much, Spirit. And I'm gonna need you to do two things at the same time. I'm gonna need my abundance to come at the expense of those who have stolen my abundance. Thank you very much. Reconcile the shit. That's what I'm gonna need. I don't know how I got off on that, but be mindful about what you conspire for. Be mindful about what you conspire for. This little cute way that we practice spirituality, it ain't it. It ain't it. It ain't it. If you gonna conspire, if you gonna quote pray, conspire for happiness, abundance, bliss, and all the stuff we talk about, I'm clear when I say the conspiracy that Mother Earth needs to be restored to her original glory, right? That glory is a state of bliss, ecstasy, happiness, and wellness for everybody. I know exactly what is required for that to be. Something has to go in order for that to be. Someone has to go in order for that to be. Some organization, some corporation, the state, the churches, the mosques, all of it. Some of this shit gonna have to go, and y'all ain't comfortable with that because y'all want your cake and eat it too. You understand? You want to straddle the fence. You want certain perks of oppression, whatever you think those are. Perks of oppression with a little bit more freedom. You riding the fence. You feel me? I ain't riding no fence. I ain't riding no fence. There ain't gonna be no corporations in the world made well. There's not gonna be any corporations. So y'all gonna have to get comfortable with how to create comfort and convenience without exploitation. That can happen. Y'all gonna have to get inventive about creating an egalitarian, evolved society where all the technology of the past period remains, but we have mastered and crafted and perfected the art of creating convenience that does not require sacrifice on somebody else's behalf, suffering on somebody else's behalf, oppression on somebody else's behalf, so that, quote, a select few can experience some conveniences. That ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about. So I guess that's all I'm gonna talk to y'all about. Because it's already, let's see, I've been on here an hour and a half. But there is so much else, y'all. But that was the big thing, was the dream. And, what I'm experiencing is what feels like Mama Oya's intervention in my life yet again. And, there was so much. That's what I'm going to leave y'all with, though. I'm tired. Book your readings. So if you're interested in booking a reading with me today, right, August 19th is the full moon, also the Mercury Cazimi, also the Grand T Square. It's a lot of big energy. This is a great opportunity to take advantage of the power of this moon to function like a catapult, a springboard, a starting line, the pulling away of the pew, pulling away of the arrow, whatever, that force, that energy that you need to jumpstart some shit, so set some shit off. So don't let it go by without being purposeful and present and planning for it. Get a full moon reading for the next day and a half, I guess, because tomorrow's Monday, or today is Monday. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. Let's see. Yes, Tuesday at 5 p.m. Until Tuesday at 5 p.m., I'm offering $10 off the reading, whether it's a 30-minute reading or a 90 or a 60-minute reading. I'm offering $10 off the reading until Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's almost daylight here in Florida, so nice to wake up and see you on live. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, I guess it is almost daylight here. So get your readings, get your readings, get your readings. If you are on the Pacific Coast, the full moon today peaks at 11:25 a.m. And I think on the East Coast it is 2:25 Eastern Standard Time. But again, you have about 24 hours after the peak of the full moon to still get the benefits of that full moon. Get your readings. Again, I'm going to be microdosing all day for the sole purpose of being open in a bigger way to do these readings. So get your readings, book your readings. If you're interested in a reading, email me at releaseheartcenter@gmail.com. I'll still be up for a little while so I can email you the details on how to book your reading. You can donate. Those of you who are watching through YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, you can see scrolling across the bottom of the screen the different ways that you can contribute to the Temple of Evolutionary Emergence. I will hold this up for a little bit too. This is, my old woman way of telling you how you can make contributions if you were fed in any way, invigorated in any way by this live, this witching hour. Then you can make your contributions via Zelle, Cashapp at DaughterOfTheFates, Venmo at Cassandra Floyd, and PayPal at Iapo Ngina. The Zelle is my phone number, 626-424-7898. Please do not call my phone without my permission. I was hesitant about changing my Zelle. Don't call my phone without my permission. Please email me if you need to contact me. So there you go. Those are the ways that you can make donations. As for people on Instagram, people who are tuning in via YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, or you can just get this information at the bottom of your screen. If you are looking, it's also the information to send your payment for, I'll still email it to you, but send your payment to get your reading. So if you're wanting a reading, email me tonight. The slots are booking up fast. So get your reading pay for your reading tonight. And I can send you the link tonight before I go to sleep. Get your reading by Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and you can get a $10 discount on that reading. Also, I put up today some pictures on my Etsy store. So my Etsy too is Daughter of the Fates. So I am actually moon bathing the wood that I'm using for those. Yeah, the wood that I'm using for those, the feathers, the leather, and almost everything is wildcrafted. So the leather I bought from a brother who is native on Morongo Reservation. The feathers, every feather I use on my stuff, I wildcrafted them myself. I went out gathering feathers. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All the wood I harvested myself. I really tried to keep most of what I use, especially for the wands and stuff like that, as much wildcrafted, 85 to 95% wildcrafted. So those are things that I harvested myself. Y'all know the crystal quartz I harvested myself. So order yourself a meditation wand. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a reading. I've got a whole host of new dope ass jewelry that I'm making. I posted that on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. And that's all I got for you. I hope you have a magnanimous and an auspicious and a deeply, profoundly beneficial full moon. Go make an offering to a body of water if you can. If you are not near a body of water, that's okay. Go make an offering to a tree. Go give something to a tree. And make sure to put all your little trinkets out in the moon tonight, but retrieve them before the sun comes up. All right, that's all I got for you. Take care. I may do a little live tomorrow because I still want to keep reading this book, Beyond God the Father. So I might do a little small read in the morning, and y'all might just have to catch it later. Thanks, Erin. Yeah, so that's all I got for you. Take care. Good night. I love you all.